Imagine a robot so small you can't see it even with a regular microscope. These aren't metal machines. They're made from DNA, the molecule that stores life's instructions. Scientists are now using DNA as a building material to create microscopic machines called DNA robots, or nanobots. These nanobots are designed for jobs like traveling through our bodies to find and fight diseases. This isn't science fiction. It's a real, rapidly growing field called nanotechnology. How small are we talking? A nanometer is 1/1,000,000th of a meter. A sheet of paper is about 100,000 nanometers thick. DNA robots operate on this scale, letting them go places and do things bigger machines can't. The dream. Tiny helpers swimming through our bloodstream, acting like microscopic doctors to fix problems at their source. DNA is programmable. Scientists can design strands to fold and assemble into specific shapes and structures. By programming DNA, researchers can create machines that move, carry things, and react to their environment. Get ready to explore how the molecule of life is becoming the machine of the future. The future is small, and it's being built one DNA molecule at a time. How do you build a robot out of DNA? It starts with DNA's unique structure. DNA's double helix is made of 4 bases, adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine, that pair up in predictable ways. This pairing acts like a code, letting scientists control how DNA strands connect. Think of it like Lego bricks that only fit together in certain ways. Scientists create a long DNA strand and add smaller staple strands that fold it into a precise shape. This self-assembly means you just mix the strands and they find their partners, folding into the right structure automatically. Researchers can now design DNA to form not just static shapes, but machines with moving parts, like hinges and arms. By changing the DNA sequence, they can program different shapes and functions. One robot might be a box that opens to deliver medicine. Another could be a tiny walker. The possibilities are vast, all written in the language of DNA. DNA's programmability is what makes these robots so powerful. Folding DNA into machines is like origami at the molecular level, called DNA origami. Scientists use a long DNA strand as a scaffold, then add hundreds of short staple strands to fold it into a specific shape. With DNA origami, researchers have built tiny boxes, smiley faces, and even nanoscale teddy bears. But the real goal is functional machines, structures with moving parts like hinges or joints. To make these robots move, scientists use DNA strand displacement, adding new DNA strands that trigger shape changes. For example, a fuel strand can open a DNA box to release its cargo. By sequencing these fuel strands, scientists can program the robot's actions step by step. Other control methods include using light, temperature, or magnetic fields to trigger movement. Imagine using a flash of light to tell a DNA robot to release medicine at the perfect spot. This combination of origami design and smart control is turning DNA into a true robotic platform. DNA robots aren't just shapes. They're machines that can interact with their world. The future of robotics is being folded, one molecule at a time. DNA robots could revolutionize medicine by acting as programmable doctors inside our bodies. Unlike chemotherapy, which harms healthy cells, DNA robots can target disease with pinpoint accuracy. Imagine billions of DNA robots searching for cancer cells, ignoring healthy tissue. When a robot finds its target, it can perform a specific action, like releasing a drug or blocking a tumor's blood supply. In one study, DNA robots found blood vessels feeding tumors and released a substance to cut off the blood flow, starving the tumor. These robots could also break up Alzheimer's plaques or deliver drugs directly to inflamed joints. Each robot is programmed for a single, precise mission, making them both powerful and safe. DNA robots could become the smartest, most precise medical agents ever created. The future of medicine may be microscopic. The most immediate use for DNA robots is precision drug delivery. Picture a DNA robot as a tiny delivery truck with a smart GPS, carrying medicine inside a DNA box. The box is decorated with aptamers, molecules that act like keys, fitting only the locks on diseased cells. The robot travels through the body, ignoring healthy cells, until it finds its target. When the keys match the locks, the robot binds to the diseased cell and opens, releasing the medicine exactly where it's needed. This method delivers the full dose to the right place, reducing side effects and allowing for smaller, safer doses. It could even make previously too toxic drugs safe to use. The DNA robot isn't just a delivery system. It senses, identifies, and executes its mission. This is smarter, safer, and more effective medicine. DNA robots are changing how we treat disease, one cell at a time. DNA robots aren't just for medicine. They're also powerful diagnostic and manufacturing tools. Scientists are designing DNA nanostructures that can trap viruses, like SARS-CoV-2, with incredible sensitivity. These virus traps could detect or even neutralize viruses in water, air, or the bloodstream. The programmability of DNA means we could quickly design new traps for emerging viruses, creating a rapid response defense system. DNA robots could also assemble nanoparticles, atom by atom, enabling atomic manufacturing. This could lead to molecular computers, devices built from the bottom up, far smaller and more powerful than today's electronics. DNA robots might build advanced optical devices or new materials with perfect precision. The same technology healing our bodies could build the next generation of computers. DNA robots are the ultimate customizable tool, ready to tackle health and technology challenges alike. The possibilities are as limitless as our imagination. Despite their promise, DNA robots face big challenges before they're ready for everyday use. Controlling their movement in the chaotic nanoscale world is tough. Brownian motion constantly knocks them off course. Chemical fuels and magnetic fields can help, but real-time navigation is still a major hurdle. Durability is another issue. DNA robots can be fragile and are often broken down by enzymes in the body. Scientists are working on stronger structures and protective coatings to help them survive longer. Most current robots do just one task in a lab. Making versatile multitasking robots is the next step. The field also needs better design tools, standardized parts libraries, and accurate computer simulations. Building this toolkit will make DNA robotics more accessible and powerful. Overcoming these challenges is key to unlocking the full potential of DNA robots. The nanoscale revolution depends on solving these puzzles. To solve these challenges, scientists are turning to artificial intelligence. AI can analyze data and simulate millions of DNA designs in seconds, speeding up the design process. AI-powered tools can predict how DNA will fold and function, making robot creation faster and more reliable. AI can also help build standardized parts libraries, digital catalogs of proven DNA components. This standardization will let researchers combine parts to build more complex robots. The future of DNA robotics is collaborative. Biologists, engineers, and computer scientists working together. The goal: make designing a DNA robot as easy as writing code or using 3D modeling software. Imagine dragging and dropping DNA parts on a screen, with AI suggesting improvements in real time. Better manufacturing methods will make these robots cheaper and faster to produce. With AI and teamwork, custom nanobots for any task are within reach. The DNA robot revolution is just beginning, but its impact could be enormous. These tiny machines represent a new way to solve problems in medicine and technology. Imagine targeted treatments for cancer with no side effects, or robots patrolling our bodies to keep us healthy. DNA robots could enable rapid responses to new viruses, designing custom traps in days. In technology, bottom-up manufacturing could lead to computers and materials far beyond today's limits. DNA robots could assemble new devices atom by atom, opening up frontiers in science and engineering. From fighting disease to building molecular computers, DNA robots could become a defining technology of our century. There are still challenges: control, stability, and manufacturing. But innovation is moving fast. With AI and global collaboration, these hurdles are being overcome. We're at the dawn of the era of molecular machines. The molecule that writes the code of life is now writing the code of our future.